Hi there, so many of y'all asked for potato chips and I am happy to deliver. This is how to make homemade potato chips at home. Now, you do need a mandolin or one of those kitchen devices where you can slice this really thin. So I'm doing mine over a bowl of filtered water. So slice your potatoes, and when I say thin, I mean paper thin. Now into the water you can add some malt vinegar or some vinegar if you wanted for that kind of vinegar tang. And you're gonna let them soak for a minimum of an hour. So after your potatoes are done soaking, then you want to strain them, and then I'm gonna lay mine on a flour sack towel. I like to lay them out kind of individually. When you fry them, you want to put them in individually, so this is a good chance to get that started. And then once I get them laid out, then I'm just going to kind of jelly roll style, or cinnamon roll style, and I'm just gonna set them aside until we're ready to go into the hot oil. So next, let's talk about my setup here. So I have my oil. You want a high heat oil. I use tallow. If I don't have tallow, I would probably be using avocado oil. So I like my oil to be at 350 degrees. I like between 340 and 350. Here I have some paper towels and a rack. You don't have to have the rack. You can go straight onto the paper towels. They do tend to drain a little better and cool a little faster with the rack, but it's not necessary. I've got two different seasonings we're going to use today. For me, I'm doing vinegar, salt and vinegar, and for Billy I'm doing jalapeno. And then when I have my chips here just waiting, I just like to kind of tap them, because you really want these nice and dry. You don't want any kind of water or moisture. Now when you're frying these, you don't want to overload it. I'm going to go in with my chips a few at a time, one at a time, that way they won't stick together. And because they cook so fast, you can't really do a whole bunch anyway, because the first part, ones are done before you can even get to the next part. So I just like to keep them moving until they get to the color that I like. 2 to 3 minutes, so you can see how pretty brown they are. So on to the rack. Now what's important here is that you want to try to keep them as single layer as possible, and so they're not overlapping. And I'm just going to sprinkle those out. And then while they're nice and hot, then we go on with our seasoning. And then I want to start a new batch. So while the next batch is cooking, I move these back here to the back. Let them finish cooling down, and that makes room for this batch coming out. So I'm just going to keep going in batches here. Now don't feel like you have to have some special kind of deep fryer or special kind of pot. Any kind of pot that you have that you can put oil in, you can use. Although I would recommend some kind of thermometer to know what your heat gets up to. So now look at these beautiful chips. So here's one that the oil was hotter, and here's one about that 340. So it's just a little bit lighter in color, but trust me, the flavor, the crunch, there's nothing better than a homemade potato chip. I mean, you can just taste the freshness of the potato. It's amazing. Now, I store mine, make sure they're completely cool before you seal them up. I like to put mine in a mason jar and make them airtight. I just wanted to give 2 jars to kind of show you that obviously I could have made a whole half a gallon mason jar from just one potato. I only did one potato today. Now, storing my potato chips like this, 5 to 7 days. I've never gone past that, just because once you know they're in the house, you can't stop eating them. So they probably could last even longer, but I have had them for 5 days for sure. Now, if you don't have one of these contraptions that sucks all the air out, just do them as airtight as you possibly can. And this is fun to watch them jump when you remove the air, or when you put the air back in. I think that's fun. So here we go. homemade, delicious potato chips. A lot of different flavoring options on the website. And more step-by-step instructions in case I didn't answer all your questions. I'll see y'all later. Bye.